Alright friends, welcome back to the channel. My name is Kristen and this is Growing Zone 9B. So we've been really kind of busy over the weekend, just getting some stuff done. Actually, my fiance's been doing more than me just because I have been dealing with a stomach virus. And I was just talking to one of my friends and they were telling me that they have been dealing with a stomach virus for, this is week number 4. So something is definitely going around that's highly concerning to think that people may potentially have been, like sick for such a long period of time. And that's why I say, like, even for myself, we always have to keep things on hand because you can't prevent things like stomach viruses or whatever. Just make sure you're grounding yourself, implement your honey and garlic. That's very important because it'll help your body try to fight whatever might be going on or whatever could be coming down. You could be coming down with something. So just do the best you can, eat naturally, eat healthy. You know all that, right? Alright, so what I did this weekend, I wanted to try this because I just didn't know how long it would last. We needed to do a couple of vines. We had to clean up on the grape. So I actually just looped this together. It was super easy. There's nothing keeping it together other than the vines itself. I didn't like tack it in. And I happened to have some like dried oranges. And so I just kind of put those in. I actually wanted to see how long this wreath would last because I was thinking about making some for my parents and my family, my friends. And so I think it's just super cool that we have to be thinking about like nature and stuff, right? We have to be thinking about how we can make stuff so that we don't have to go out there and spend our money because every penny counts. I think that regardless of whether you have it to spend or not, you should be thinking about basically how you can support what you're doing. Like, how does this benefit you? And so those vines would have been cut anyway. So I don't know how long this is gonna last. This is only like day 3 that this wreath has been out there. You can tell it's a little bit wilty. I'm not really a big crafter type person, but I just think that this is super cool, super naturey, and if naturey is a word. And I'm just kind of proud of it because, like, listen, I'm trying to think about, like, what if people don't have the money? Like, what can you do? Or like, not even that, just like, how can you connect with Mother Earth? Like, how can you just make things super natural and beautiful? And what did people do back in the day? Like, they didn't go to their Lowe's or Walmart and pick up wreaths, especially like knowing, like I said, like I always do Thanksgiving, so Thanksgiving will be here, and so I was just like, hey, how long will this last? When can I make it? And if I want to share it with others, when's like the last point that I really need to like make it to make it still look beautiful for others? So I just think that's really cool. And if nothing else, if the leaves don't last very long, what I was thinking that I could actually do with it is once the leaves come off, I could just pick the leaves off. And then we have pine trees, and I was thinking about like hot gluing some like pine cones into it that have already fallen to the ground. Or even like my sunflowers usually bloom during the Thanksgiving week, and so I thought about maybe just sticking some sunflowers in the brown vine, and I thought that would be really cool too. So I was just thinking of some fun stuff to do for the holidays that would just kind of snazz things up a little bit and just make it still like fun and enjoyable. So all right, we got a couple of things to pick, so we're gonna go out to the garden and check it out. There's not a lot. It's still been actually really hot. You can see, we're gonna come out here. You can see that my bamboo is looking like it wants to die. It's very dry. I've been watering it. Here's the vines that we were pulling. My fiance was pulling and we were cutting back because they're just starting to grow over the bamboo and stuff, and so I can't have that. So that's why I was like, I was just sitting there trying to get some sun this weekend and just enjoying the, getting some vitamin D in my system to try to help me heal. And yeah, you can see that this is just, looking a little rough. So of course this is like my evergreen, as I always say. This is gonna be your beauty berry. All right, so I saw this when I came home, and I could see that there was red back here and there's red down here. So I have, look at that, a beautiful tomato. You can see that my tomato plants look very sad and just terrible. That's why I was kind of surprised that I actually had some tomatoes. I think I'm gonna have to reach back here and grab this one. So that's a blessing in itself. So nice, 2 beautiful tomatoes. I'm gonna come around and I'm gonna end up cleaning this up maybe this coming weekend. You can see that these plants really are just struggling. They're just brown and blah. So this is, I think this is a black-eyed pea over here. And so it's just, yeah, it looks definitely like a black-eyed pea. I probably need to trellis this or put a tomato cage on it just to try to help it. Looks like there's 2 of them. I don't even know how they got over there, but when I clean up the tomatoes, I'll use the tomato cages and put that on here. This is looks like a blue butterfly pea flower right here. There's some sage just down there in the bottom. Not really doing too much. Alright, so over here it is looking so lovely. This is the new trellis that I bought. I got this at Lowe's, and so I actually had different intentions for it. It was really for our plants down here, but I have a rogue loofah growing. The flowers are really beautiful. You can see that it's bright, beautiful yellow, and so it's just kind of doing its own thing, and so I am happy with that. You can see some tiny little loofah right here coming around, and so these are really just great to have. I have plenty, but you know what, if the good Lord brings me some, I am happy to have more. And I just kind of loop this around and let it grow. Now I did have to spray this one with some neem oil just because it was getting attacked. You can see a little bit here, there's some chew marks. It was getting attacked by some worms, so we were spraying it. But look down here, y'all, my favorite plant is coming in, one of my top favorites. Y'all know that I love arugula, and right now the arugula is just killing it. I am so excited. This entire bed, there's a little pineapple right here, there's a pineapple right there, and then we just have a ton of arugula growing. This is really a sucker coming off of my Freedom Blackberry, so I'm gonna have to cut this one and this one off so that we can produce quite a few blackberries. You can see I've got some bug damage here. I've got some pumpkin growing. I did spray this plant, but obviously I need to come back out and spray it again. You can see there's more pumpkin. I think it might be, actually, I'm hoping it's a spaghetti squash that I planted amongst the arugula, and I'm just hoping that it's gonna hang in there and really produce for us. I can see it splitting off. There's a little pocket here splitting, and what I'll end up doing is I'll end up cutting this right in here. Y'all can't see it, but right in there, I'm gonna cut that branch off, that stem, so that way it can just focus on having one complete vine. And then of course my pineapples, they're doing great. It's over here with the pineapples. Not too much messes with my pineapples, except the squirrels. There's Pumpkin, she's been rolling. I can see that because she's got stuff all over her head. Sweet little thing. Oh, girl, you got stickers all over you. Look at you. Look at this. What is this? You silly girl. You silly girl. No jumping. Alright, so our bananas are definitely starting to get bigger, and that's a beautiful thing. These bananas, now just keep in mind, unfortunately, bananas take approximately 5 to 6 months to come to full development, so we've got a little bit of time. I am honestly hoping by January I will have, they'll be ready, and that we don't have any frost that they'll get bit back by. In here you can see we have some eggplant. These are looking like they're flowering. There's another flower right there, so these are still looking pretty good. I've got some ants on them, so I'm concerned I need to come in and spray them, because usually when you see ants, that means aphids are next, and we don't want any aphids. There is back here, that is a basil. I need to come in here and clean that out. Just toss that and then zip this back down, water it, and I'll water it and zip it back down. I've still got basil growing. This basil looks like it wants to die, because it's for a fall time frame. It's very hot and just feels terrible. Here is a little bit of mint still left. The mint branched off over here and started growing. We've got basil here, and it looks like some onion back there that's come up. Sweet potatoes are still doing a thing, coming out of the bed. I have cut these back several times, and they're still just doing what they do. One of the things that I want to talk to you guys about, this is my rosemary. It's very beautiful. And I'm thinking, you know, I'm always thinking about gifts for the holidays and just healing things that we can do for our friends and family and loved ones. And so one of the things that I am planning on doing is, it's always like these plants like a good little cut. And so I ordered some little like bottles, and I am gonna do some olive oil, and I'm going to basically drop some rosemary in it, so it's like going to be infused olive oil with rosemary. How beautiful is that? That makes such a nice gift. And I think people, we don't often think about that, you know what I mean? We don't often think about how we can utilize what we've got, you know. And so that's a beautiful way to utilize this plant. I'm really excited. I'm looking up, and it's weird. It looks like frost got our papaya. Do y'all see that? It's like brown at the top. That is so creepy weird. Because the only thing is that I can think of is that it rained. I'm telling you, we have the weirdest rain. Like, I'm telling you, they're doing something with our rain, y'all. I don't know what it is, but you can definitely see the brown, and it looks almost black. I've never seen that. That's freaky weird at the very tops. Wow, okay. Alright, so over here we've got some green beans growing. Y'all know that I love green beans. I eat a lot of raw green beans. So I just come out here and pick them, and I'll add these to salads and all kinds of, like, just, you can make a stir fry and just throw your beans in it. I don't ever grow too many beans. I probably should. My fiance, he actually loves beans, but I just feel like dedicating a bed to beans just really isn't where I want to be. Look at that. Just picking them off. We got some over here. So we'll come around over here. Oh yeah, we can see those right there. I definitely see some leaf cutters have been getting to the veggies, but you know, welcome to Florida. You're always battling some sort of bug. Looks like I got a pretty nice handful there of some beans. That'll be nice. Like I said, I just like to eat them fresh and raw. I just throw them in a salad. It makes me happy. So, oh, and I'm about to leave my tomatoes. Goofy. Oh, good thing I got pockets. I'm gonna put them in my pockets. All right, here's our other bananas. They're still doing good. Thank God the squirrels haven't gotten to them yet. So those are looking really nice. But yeah, I don't know what's going on with my papayas. They're weird. Let me go down here and make sure we don't have any that are available before the squirrels get them. Nope, they're still doing good. Yay, all right. Here's my guava. I ended up planting my guava out here. It's getting like a ton of sun. I don't know if this is the best spot for it, but we'll keep watering it and seeing if that's gonna work. I do have some arugula over here. I gotta get out here and get the sprinkler on that arugula. Y'all know I love arugula, so I was supposed to get, I ordered from Etsy. Of course, I did it again. I don't know what's wrong with me. I told y'all before that my Cuban banana had not, they didn't live because I was giving one to my brother. Oh, look, we're still getting key limes. And so I ordered another Cuban banana, obviously not from the same guy. And so it was, they were supposed to be delivered, and yesterday, or no, the day before yesterday, so 2 days ago basically, they were supposed to be delivered and they never came. So I tried to track the order down, and of course it's like, oh, this and that isn't working, your tracking number's not correct. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, this is the tracking number that the seller gave to me, dude. Like, so it's one of those deals. I'm a little worried if it's actually gonna show, if they're gonna show up or not, because that was one of the things I kind of wanted to give to my brother for his like birthday or whatever. His birthday's coming up, and I was like, ew, I just was literally sitting here at this table and like, look at this, this is dripping. This is, plants usually want to grow. This thing was just sitting in complete water in the umbrella holder, and all the roots were just sitting there. I'm so distracted today. Anyway, so I was trying to get back to the point. I want my brother to have a red Cuban banana, because he grows like the best bananas. I mean, he just has like, I'm telling y'all, he must have like 50-60 banana trees, and one of the ones he doesn't have is the Cuban banana. So I really wanted to give him that for like his birthday or his Christmas present. I thought that'd be really nice, because we all like to eat bananas, and it's something that he can grow really well. And so I was waiting for that to come, and it didn't come. So I knew better. I was gonna order from Wellsprings Gardens or whatever it is, and I was like, that's probably my best bet. And of course I didn't follow through on it. And I was like, oh no, I'd rather support like a small person like Etsy. And you know, that's what I get sometimes. I mean, I'm not saying Etsy's bad, don't mistake what I'm saying, because I definitely want to support the Etsy people, because I just feel like they're probably people like you and me that are just like doing our thing and growing, and like, hey, maybe I can make a little money and share the love that I have for growing with other people. Like, that's like how I mentally think about it. But obviously it's a for-profit, they're definitely making money, so who knows, y'all. That's why you got to be careful this day and age. I mean, obviously I can get my money back, but it's just a hassle when your like heart is like wanting something and then it just doesn't show up, and now I'm like, oh great, did it get delayed again? And then now I'm gonna have another banana tree that dies. Like, not happy about that. So anyway, I don't know what's been going on with the garden beds. I have been planting quite a bit, but it just seems like a boat stuck out in the lake. It just seems like stuff is just like dying back because it's just getting too hot. It kind of gets a little bit cool, like, and by cool I mean like in the mid 60s, and then by the afternoon we're back up like 80, 85. So I think the plants are just kind of tripping because of the way the weather is. I planted those die-cut radishes, those big long radishes that I really like to make like also gifts with and stuff, and they're really great in soups, and they're really good for pickling. I like to put them, my family and I, we like to put them on sandwiches, and they're even kind of wilty and sad looking. So I don't know, I'm not giving up though. Like, I've noticed that with the gardens, like the last couple of years, it's just been kind of like hit or miss. So you just got to take what you can and just love what you got. You know what I mean? Some years are like that. Some years you get tons of tomatoes. Some years you get, right now I'm getting that arugula and it's looking beautiful. So I'm really excited about that. I mean, like I said, the kids and I, we love arugula. So I'll grow arugula in every bed if that's, you know, what it takes to put food on the table. So y'all know how it is. Anybody that's growing knows that grow life can be a challenge at times. So, you know, don't be too frustrated with it. There's so much going on in the world right now that we just have to like focus on ourselves and just focus on healing and just keeping ourselves healthy and well, because like I said, like there's so many people right now that are dealing with the stomach virus. I mean, seriously, for me, I think because I work around so many people, there's just always something. I think between like heightened levels of stress and just sicknesses and stuff, your body is always in like full-fledged fight. Like it's just constant. Like you just never get a break from like the nonsense that keeps just happening like in the world. I don't even know. Hey baby Luna, come on. Come on Luna girl, you want to be in the video? Come on baby girl. Ooh, get to my baby. Ugh. Here's little Luna. Oh yeah, you're sweet thing. She's also been rolling apparently because she's got these little sticker bugs things on them, like sticker weeds. And they get on everything. So, oh yeah, there's Pumpkin. She wants to join in. Pets are good. Pets are stress relief. Yeah. She's my stress relief anyway, so. And she loves to be outside and in the garden with me. Don't you, baby? Yes, I love you, but we're not gonna get in the face right now. All right, friends, so keep yourself grounded. Have yourself a pet. Pets keep you grounded and well loved, and so do all those things to keep yourself healthy and well, my friends. This is just always encouragement to you all to stay well, stay healthy. Don't get so caught up in the world. Don't get so frustrated. Like I said, my clients, the people I work with, the world's just wonky and crazy, and I just want to send you guys some love today. So if anything came out of this video, is know that there's much love in the universe for each and every one of you, and I am so appreciative that you guys are spending time with me in nature and just breathing in beautiful air, getting outside and just taking it day by day, step by step. And you know, if you are in abundance right now, make sure that you're sharing with your neighbors, your friends, your family, and just love on those people in your community. All right, friends, until next time, love one another, be kind, and I cannot wait to see you guys in my next video.